Alright, we're back. So, yeah, I figured out the retargeting. I think, yeah, I was getting a little bit overheated, so I couldn't think straight. But I totally forgot that this retargeter stops retargeting from a specific distance from the camera. So now we got Bellica here, working super awesome. Right, but if I come here and I go F8 and I get a little bit farther away, breaks the retargeter. Also, I would love the gun to actually point at the same direction as the crosshair. Need to ask how to fix that. Damn, this AI is kind of hard. It also explodes. Okay. And for some reason, all this AI likes to move to the corner of the nav mesh. Like, what's wrong with this? Like, look at this. What? Why do they like to get all together there? That's, yeah, I have a lot of questions about this. And they keep moving me while stunned. Alright, alright. That was not happening before. Not really sure how to throw a grenade. Throw items. Grenades, okay, G. But do I need to have it equipped or something? Like, I see the menu right there. Huh, is it X? G? Alt X. Yeah, I don't really like the idea of changing weapon to the grenade. Like most games, you just throw it. Okay, that's another thing that we're gonna change. The health bar, I don't want a health bar on enemies. It might be cool to have a health bar only on the enemy that you are kind of like focusing on. Maybe. Maybe it could be like a very small icon, like some kind of like skull that gets filled. I mean, it's kind of red and then it lowers down until it disappears. That might look nice. So another thing I realized is that in the character body tag, these tags right here do nothing, so there's no reason to have them there. They communicate through the skin of the BP main component right here, and inside that, data asset clarification UE5 Belka, you get the this one, the other data table that actually comes with the tag and the skeleton you want to retarget. So there's no need for that other tag. So nice. That's good. Finally remembering how that works. Okay. Kind of want to collapse all of this. Let's stress this out. Alright, let's see if we can deal with this. That's a lot of enemies. Hey, how's it going? Really want to stress this out and see how many enemies can we have. It's kind of, we won't be able to know. I have this huge gun just so I don't lose it. They all like to go to that corner of the nav mesh. I don't get it. And this one just stays there. Okay, this one, it gets stunned in place. Okay, that's a bug. That's the proper behavior. It should stay there. Okay, but the other ones kind of like get stunned and they are. That's kind of crazy. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have more than this amount, so that's good. Yeah, health bar just pollutes the vision, just pollutes the whole thing, makes it look very, very bad. It will be cool to have like a little, yeah, just a little indicator on the character that you are actually attacking. That's a not so pretty ragdoll. You see, these other ones, they get stunned, and this one kind of gets stopped in place. This one is kind of like, yeah, like, dude, wake up. His head goes beyond 180 degrees. Okay. That's a good question. Why do they like to go to the corner of the nav mesh and just stand there? Okay, that's kind of weird. But well, it's running. It's pretty well to have so many. Okay, this guy just dead on, like, exploded himself. Oh, I see. It's the electric bullets that actually cause a damage, area damage. They leave their swords behind. that shield might... Yeah, we probably need to move those sockets a little. Um, Definitely not gonna have that shield and that sword. It'll be cool to make it some kind of like... Not like a lightsaber, but some kind of like... futuristic sword. And some kind of energy shield or something. Alright. That's nice. Nice to know. That we can get so many enemies. It's 6, 12, 15, 30, 45. Okay. Nice. Still, I don't understand why they go to the corner of the nav mesh. Maybe this AI, they follow a patrol, like some kind of like... There might be some kind of blueprint that they follow, and it should be around here. That's why they like to walk to this position. Yeah, I need to figure that out. Because I know I can make them patrol like different areas, but I see something here. There you go, patrol zone 1, 2, 3. They might be going to this one. All right. Kind of want to figure out the other skin. We got the easy close combat, ranged easy. Okay. That's another thing that was bugging out. So I got these bugs here, and when I play, the skin goes away, goes back to the menu. Might do a data layer just to hide. You see, they go back to... That's kind of funny, just one-handed gun. What's the deal with this? I think that I'm doing this wrong. It's BP main component skin. There you go. This skin needs to be the insectoid. Insectoid right there. Now they're supposed to stay as the insectoids. Okay, we got insectoids, but they are not retargeting. Yeah, to make them retarget, to actually, so they can actually move. Oh, remember. Okay, retarget to metahuman. There's a tag here. I think that tag needs to be different. This tag needs to be the insectoid one. We can find that by going to the skin of this thing here. Right there. Okay, it's the Mixum one. So this tag comes from the Mixum skeleton. That tag goes to BP RPG AI CCEC. It's the ranged one. To the body. And its tag. There you go. This is needs to be this one. I wonder if I can just add all of them there. Okay, let's see if that does the trick. Oh, no, it does not do the trick. Oh, yep, there's no retargeter here, so it's never going to work. We need to add a little thing here. There you go, and this needs to be the insectoid. Yep, for some reason it's not here. I don't know why. And this is the little tag. Yep, we don't have it. Okay, so let's add it there. And we probably don't even need the tag on the body tag. We probably don't need that one. Okay, let's see if I got this. Yes, now you can move. Yay. There you go. It's kind of cool that it shoots with one hand. That way we don't have that anim offset thing that never works properly and takes a lot of time to actually get right. And it also makes them look a little bit weaker, because kind of fun just holding a weapon with one hand. All right, that's cool. So we got that going. Now that we have this guy here, let's try to make another skin to see if I remember how that goes. I need to start adding my things to my collection so I can find things faster. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's add this guy to the RPG engine collection. So now we have things here. So what we want to do is this tag. I don't need it. I'm totally sure we don't need that one, because it's already inside the data asset right here. This is what tells what retargeter we want for this skeleton. All right. So we're gonna make another DACLCS data asset clarification character skin asset, let's say. So let's duplicate this one. Let's duplicate that one. Okay, well, D, there you go. And we're gonna call this one, instead of insectoid, this is gonna be the soldier, but I forgot the name of that soldier. Dystopian soldier, I think it's called. We might not have it here. Because it was not in the map when I migrated. Okay, no problem. So, okay, so this is gonna go out to this folder, and here you're gonna make another folder called Dystopian Soldier. Right there. Dystopian Soldier. Move here. And it's always nice to just check if we need to update redirectors. Okay, was not being referenced by anything, so no problem. Okay, so let's import this guy clean. I think I have him somewhere here. Dystopian Soldier. This is awesome that now you can like check the last available version for the asset instead of like downloading another version of Unreal and doing that nonsense. You can do it straight, directly here. Super cool character. Let's see if we can actually make it. Oh, nice. Recognized my other projects. Cool. Okay, so there you go. Oof. Did we get stuck? Come on, Windows 11, don't mess with me. Oh, Jesus. It's not Windows, it's just Unreal getting stuck for some reason. It shouldn't. Okay, cool. Yeah, it just got stuck. Yeah, I need to generate more music with this prompt. It's coming. So Suno is generating some cool stuff. Dystopian soldier. Yeah, just there you go. So here we're gonna call this. I'm not sure what skeleton that asset uses, but let's go with. Oh, it's. Oh crap! Oh no, we got it. It's a modular character, which is kind of cool, but we want the full. There you go. Seems like this is the one. I hope it has no weapon attached to it. Alright, perfect. Super awesome. Okay, now, what else? A skeleton. So, what's the skeleton of this guy? Seems like it has a UE4 skeleton. No problem. So we're gonna retarget to the UE4 skeleton, and we do have that already set up, which is called, there you go, retarget UEFN to UE4 mannequin. This is the tag that we need to add to right there. Boom, boom. Okay. And then do I need to make a child? Or just a copy? Let's see. No, probably not a child of this. Let's see. I think I do need to. Yeah, I need to make a child of this one. Should probably start naming things. So here, right there, just to visualize it, we're gonna go with the dystopian. Okay, maybe soldier right there, and then very important, BP main component, skin, and we're gonna go to here and we're gonna find the soldier. Okay, yeah. This is a kind of tricky. Just a data table that calls another data table. But it makes sense because you're giving not only the skin information, you're giving the items and the something else. So this is gonna be dystopian soldier. Just really need to be careful to write things properly, because if not, then finding this will be impossible. Inside here, we don't want the insectoid, we want the soldier. There you go, dystopian soldier, and it's the clarification character skin data asset. Alright, so now we can go to here and we can find the soldier DACA CS right there. Okay, now if we drop this thing right here, they should wait, did I already set the retargeter? I think so. Okay, let's see how it goes. So nice, like the skin is so dry, like this guy is perfect for the desert, perfect. Yes, and it has some cloth physics, yeah. Oh, no double material on the cloth, very funny. I can see through his cloth. That's a cool character, oh yeah. Very, very cool character. I had my eyes on that guy for a long time. Finally got it a couple of weeks ago. It's a very old asset that's been just waiting to be used. That's kind of funny, like these guys walking in the desert. That's kind of funny. Like, why do they like to go to the corner of the nav mesh? Like, what's going on? And we got disconnected. What's an easy way to test that thing? Let's just copy this nav mesh and let's put it on the opposite direction, somewhere here, and I'm gonna get some of these guys to go there and see if they actually walk to the same direction. So if my theory is right, they should be pointing at that. They should be walking towards maybe this corner of the nav mesh, trying to find the patrol blueprint for the AI, which makes sense, but just wanna see if it's actually like that or not. Oh, nice. Some rain. We got some rain. The weather cooled. Now it's way nicer. It was just too hot a couple of hours ago. Well, I don't know where these guys are, but let's find them. Yes, okay, they're walking towards. Why are they stopping there? And what the heck are they doing with the weapons? Like these animations are so strange. They're kind of like searching something. What the hell are they doing? Kind of like scratching. I don't know. What the hell? Okay. And no, that these guys are not walking towards. They're not walking towards this point. So nope. I was wrong about that. They're just, yep, minding their own business. Okay, well, I need to ask about that stuff because I don't understand what's going on here. But again, super happy that I got, yeah, the dystopian soldier setup, that which was like perfect, like 1 minute setup. I was amazed. Maybe less than a minute. The why is this red? I don't get it. Huh? Why is that red? Oh, it's just recalculating. Okay. All right, that's very cool. The thing that is gonna be very tough, I think, is gonna be very tough, is to actually get my creatures. Actually, get my creatures to work with this AI. Because I cannot retarget to a humanoid skeleton. I need to, yeah, go deep into the AI tree and set up the animations, and that's gonna take some effort. But I mean, I'm gonna use the creatures I got, and I'm gonna kit bash some crazy mechs. So that's gonna look amazing. I wanna get some crazy creatures, some kind of like biomechanical things. Alright, super happy about this. We got the Manny Exodus happening right now. I don't know where the heck they're going. But it's kind of crazy that, yeah, I can run this thing. I need to make a build and see if I can run this in and see how it performs. Because it's super interesting, like this huge landscape, for example, it has virtual textures, and you get that kind of like recalculation of textures happening like every once in a while, but in the build it doesn't happen. It just works. It's super crazy. Like, it really runs way nicer in the build. Like this thing that just happened right there, resizing virtual texture pools, that doesn't happen in the build. You can just run through the whole map without having that issue. When you first load the map, some areas look blurry, and then they load and they stay loaded. So that's very cool. That's a funny run. They're kind of like, we got some changes here. I would like to know exactly what is Weber changing on all the updates. Oh, that's a nice dash backwards. I lost the glitch effect when dashing, which is a shame, because we had a very cool glitchy effect when dashing. And I found the Niagara particles, and I yeah, I don't know why the heck it's not actually showing in playtime. That's I don't remember that happened before. So they get stunned but still walk towards. I mean, get kind of like. Yeah, definitely not gonna have health bars. There's no need for UI on this thing. No health bars. Just yeah, some kind of like decals that get accumulated, and then that tells you how damaged the enemy is. Yeah, no, really, no need for health bars. That just looks pretty bad. I do like maybe damage numbers coming up, but need to need to make it look nice. All right, well that's kind of cool, nice. Okay, some progress. Um, okay. Oh my god, I was having such a hard time with this terrain. Yeah, I don't even wanna. No, I'm not doing this right now. No, that's that's a lot of work. Um, Kinda need to make a list of questions. Cause I'm gonna forget. Yeah, yeah. Let's get actual. Like, why do I have these tabs in here? Like, what's wrong with this? Windows 11 nonsense. Okay. RPG engine questions. Okay. Why are the AI walking towards the corner of the nav mesh? That's my first question. How to sync the point of the gun with the crosshair? I think it is crosshair, because that just looks terrible, makes no sense. What else? I had other stuff. Okay, yeah. How to fix the retargeter? When getting away from the character. Which is something I need to test. Will this cause issues in co-op? For example, if I have a friend and I'm far away from him, will I look at the character just completely messed up in the distance, because it kind of makes sense. If I'm not able to, because the retargeter kind of like works very close to the camera, but if I go far away, it kind of like breaks. So I need to make that test. It seems that it doesn't break with. I tested this with Crunch. Crunch is like a solid character, so it might work differently than an actually weight blended character. That's a kind of cool, interesting question. Does it work differently with solid rigged characters compared to weight blended characters? I'm probably misspelling this whole thing. No problem. Okay, I think those are my main questions. What else? Well, this is another thing that I'm just gonna write down to actually. Yeah. Can I adjust the spring arm distance by changing the skin of the character? And that's definitely a no. That's definitely not possible. So the question is, can I actually load a child of the BP RPG character, so each specific skin has its own configuration? Because if we go back to Crunch, which is this one, I need to do a lot of tweaking to actually get this guy working properly, because we don't want the crosshair to be there. I get these notifications on my phone like free games on Steam, and I'm like, kind of hard to tell if it's true or not. I got Metro Exodus, I think it was, a couple of weeks ago. You see, like, I cannot see anything with this. We have this thing that moves. The crosshair to the side, but it doesn't work with this character. I need the spring arm to be twice as far. And let's make the test actually. If I go F8 and go far away from this guy, it does not break the character, because it's a solid non-weighted character. It's just a robot. That's so nice. I mean, that must be very tough if you have to run a retargeter at far distance with multiple players. I think that might be a performance killer. It could be nice just to have solid characters. I cannot. Oh my god, I cannot really see what I'm doing. That's interesting. Yeah, anything you want to actually add to the game just brings more issues. Brings a lot more issues. So, spring arm, we're gonna make it a spring arm 400 target arm length. I think 400 was working fine, but at 400 you mess the Bellica retargeter. There's probably a way to adjust the distance, and that's something I need to test in multiplayer. Because that's gonna be very funny. Yeah, the skybox really adds a lot of detail. Okay, yeah, this is a way nicer way. Yeah, the camera could be. It will be very nice to actually be able to change the camera and put it kind of like in the shoulder. I think that would be nice. That might solve this issue. Just put the camera in the shoulder. So with B, we can change it from... I still feel like this character needs to have its own camera setup, because it's not really gonna feel properly. I wish I don't know how to throw grenades. Damn it. Oh, did I throw grenades? Is it X? Oh yeah, it's X. Yeah, definitely not. Okay, so that's funny. We kind of figure out that stuff. All right. Yeah, let's use Bellica for now. This crunch is gonna take some effort to get working. Super cool, because like we can use any character that we have in the game as a playable character. That's kind of nice. Alright, so yeah, that's very cool. What else? I tested the skins, I figured out the other character skin issue I had. I think Yeah, I don't really. I think I'm not gonna work on any details for the map before I really get get some level design going on, to really understand what's going on. Yeah, I need to really go step by step. I cannot jump that crucial step of designing the thing. I do have some very cool modular props and like very cool Lego pieces I can use, but it doesn't really make sense to just jump into making a pretty environment. You see the gun is pointing totally to the other direction, like what the hell. it No, it is not nice. We need to really get that gun pointing at the crosshair. I do like how it gets overheated and becomes brighter. I'm gonna get that glitch effect back when dashing. Really like that one. Okay. Oh yeah, that's another thing I totally forgot about. I'm just gonna put it as a bug. AI um, slides while dazed. I think it's, or stunned. Stunned. I think that's how people call it. I do like those particles breaking. It's kind of cool. Okay. Those heat reactions. Looks like it's dancing or something. Oh, this is nice, like having heat reactions and all that good stuff. The gas animation, um, this the new animation sample integrated. It's just very nice. All right. All right, let's go back to the drawing board. So, yep, things work. This is the size of the environment. It loads nice. It's working nice. This is what we got. Now, let's see. Because the actual environment originally was kind of like this thing. Can't believe like I made it like super, like I don't know how many times bigger. If I remember properly, we have the industrial area, infiltrator demo back there, industrial area here, this big wall. We had the sewer town, the main town. That's it. That's what we had in the desert. Yeah. We had some canyons and stuff, which is kind of around here. Which we're gonna flatten down a little bit these crazy dunes. These dunes are a little bit off scale, way off scale, but kind of like makes it more alien-like. Okay. Okay, the first thing I'm going to turn off the rocks. Let's turn the template off. Okay, let's turn the infiltrator demo off. Which is underneath. This it's kind of hard to visualize what I had there without the rocks. Okay, yeah, let's get them back and see if I can get some of this stuff I had. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I had this huge canyon here that used to go down, so I kind of want to get that. And then I had some cool stuff here. All right, let's see if I can find a piece for this. So we have White Canyon. This is probably the one. I think that's the one. Okay, let's see what can we do with this one. Let's drop it. And that's huge. Okay. Kind of hard to see what's going on. Gonna select it. Make it, I don't know, 4 times smaller. Let's see what we are dealing with. Okay, cool. That's very nice. Definitely need to make it smaller. Yeah, the thing with the Aryan landscapes is that they're really made for huge, like crazy huge landscapes. If you make them very small, it doesn't really work that well. First time opening Unreal Engine. Just having fun trying to create some cool desert environment. Let's see. Yeah, it kind of works. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there you go. It's super high up in there. I do feel like it needs to be way bigger. Yeah, that feels way better. Way better like this. But does it really have a start and an end, or is just a kinda hard to tell. Okay. Yeah, I'm yeah, just going to think outside of the box. I cannot really just redo what I had before. I kind of wanna try to really take advantage of the errand landscapes. Okay, so here I want to duplicate this thing around here. No, I'm an artist. I don't do blueprints. Okay, let's see. Kind of works. Need to recalculate the volume, the RVT volume, because it's not gonna show, because we went beyond the bounds. So let's reset bounds. There you go. Now we can see what's going on. Okay, this is probably not going to be traversable by any chance. It's okay. Wanna reach this area. And see if I can find the arid landscapes. The canyon. There you go, now I can see. Okay. Why is it so high up? That's gonna... Not sure why is it so high up. Okay, I wanna push this around there. Put it around here. That gives us that idea of a canyon. This definitely will need to be worked with, maybe some splines. Yeah, definitely need to learn how to use these errand landscapes because they're very nice. But I wanna see how can I combine that with like just normal landscape tools without kind of like overriding what I had before. And you know what? Like we probably don't need these pancake rocks anymore. They do look kind of funky. Yeah, they. To be honest, and I'm sure that I'm not using them correctly. The way that the asset pack that they come from showcases them, they kind of like merge them too much together, so you don't get that actual like kind of like pancake shape. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, this is part of a super huge environment that I was working on before. It had a swamp and a desert, but I was having some issues with level instances and stuff. So I decided to break those environments into two, one level just for the desert and another level just for the yeah, this used to be um a little, it used to look a little nicer, but it's okay. The idea of this is to actually make a playable level, so it's okay. I think it's good that I'm coming back, and I'm not actually losing much work because I have my other level, and I'm bringing stuff that I built in that other level in here. So I'm kind of like just trying to make it so it works, and I'm trying to figure out errand landscapes so I can get these very natural canyon like shapes, maybe not that stuff that is super sharp. So here I want to go a little bit more flat because this is not going to be traversable. For example, here I already got stuck. Yep, no way out. But yeah, that'll be super awesome. And also just using these height maps will allow me to get a lot of detail like this. Oh crap, look at that. Just realized that stuff. Okay. So yeah, I can get a lot of detail like this without using meshes, just the landscape. No, this is the Unreal Engine default animation sample. It's called Gasp, you know, the orange character. Yeah, I'm using a lot of asset packs and content that is most of it is available for free, or it's been free for a while. Epic Games gives free content every 2 weeks or something like that. So I've been collecting a lot of stuff. But the animation sample, it's always free. It's part of samples, and it's right here, game animation sample. It's super super cool stuff. um, a little, complex at first, but more and more people have been making tutorials and implementations with it, so it's kind of nice. Errand landscape. Okay, yeah, let's try to flatten this down. Kind of wanna. Oh yeah, and there's new samples coming to Unreal 5.6. Let me see if they're already there. Not yet, but they're coming. We are getting new samples soon, which is awesome, because that way you see how things are made. I appreciate it. Kind of works a little better. Um, there might be a better height map for this. I'm not really getting the shape I need. I appreciate it. Yeah, need to find better way to do this. See you. Let's see. I know that we have some kind of like. Oh, rock crack. I think this might be it. Okay, I need to understand the shape a little. Uh-huh. So this one, kind of want to make it smaller. Uh, oh, again, this is not really traversable. Damn, yeah. this will require definitely. Uh, let's see. I think I need to get out of the box. So let's kind of like hide these rocks that I had laid down and see if we can push this. No, this is kit bashed. This is assets like being used as a Lego. So I didn't model them, but I put them together. That's what all these terms are interchangeable in some kind of degree or another, but let's say level artists, they do that. They get very beautiful pieces from environment artists and they put them together. Can also modify them and come up with some cool pieces and variations. Okay, let's go back to the runtime virtual texture and let's reset bounds so we get that height. So now it's not black anymore, we can see the textures. Kind of hard to understand what's happening here. I need the rocks back in there. Okay, I see. So we have this rock wall there. Yeah. Damn, this is kind of hard. I'm not sure which what path should I take. I don't really want to use so many meshes like for the walls and stuff. This is just nonsense. All of this is just slowing the game down. Doesn't really make sense to have this bunch of stuff there. We can use those resources way more smartly, and we can get the same kind of like details just by the landscape. We can add a little rocks here and there, but there's no need to have so many. Yeah, I guess I need to sit down and just learn this tool properly. This Errand Landscape plugin, so I can get like a proper landscape that feels natural. That's just gonna make the whole thing look way nicer. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's the way. I wish. Yeah, I don't really have anybody who knows this tool that well to ask him like what should I do in this case. But yeah, it runs well, even though I have so much stuff. And these rocks look repetitive, like I can see the same rock over and over, which is not nice. So Yeah, I guess I'm going to do some research and see what the best approach will be, because um I wanna use Aaron landscapes. I wanna get this super nice, realistic height map details for the terrain, but then I need to sculpt on top of it so I can actually make it playable and traversable, and so I can like really flatten down this terrain and make it look nice. So I need to find the proper way to do that. And I know it might be as simple as going to errand landscapes and finding how to bake these things down, because I already did it by mistake once. These blueprints here, I know I can bake them so they just become non-editable, and then there's no overwriting. I'm using errant landscapes, ERRANT landscapes, and it's a super cool plugin. It has it's like I think $70, but they give you like a free month trial, and they also have biomes and they have splines, and you can do very big maps and very detailed stuff with that. But I'm using only the Aaron landscapes one, uh, which is like 70 bucks. Actually, my trial is going to end like in a week or something, so I kind of want to like really take advantage of it and see if it's really working for what I need, because definitely want to learn this tool and definitely buy the plugin for my other levels. So we have tools: update loaded landscape, clear memory, run world partition builder, change landscape max height, migrate from blueprint brush system. We have priorities, mask. The mask one, I do want to learn how to use this one. Let's just make a little test. So let's make it with a small mountain, rocky hill, like something like this. Let's add it right here. Create, click, boom, it appears right there. Nice. So just want to make sure that I'm not doing this in the layer that I shouldn't be working with. So I have my base layer, my Aaron landscape original layer, which got baked when I moved the project. For some reason it just got baked, and now I got the new Aaron landscape, which is editable. Let's say I want to bake that thing there. So what happens if I come here to this rocky mountain, and let's go Aaron landscape, select, there you go. It's showing me a little bit the line. So for example, this thing, I know there's an option somewhere to just bake this thing. So what happens if I come here and I delete that? It's gone. Huh. Yeah, there must be a way to just bake this one. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. All those bunch of rocks I have there, it just looks very. They just repeat over and over, and there's no need to have so much stuff. So many rocks. Um, I wanna get replace those rocks with like this errant landscape stuff, which is gonna make it more performant because it's gonna we're gonna have the landscape kind of like giving the detail like this, which again is like super repetitive, like just repeating over and over. But I can drop another height map on top and modify that one. I've seen people using errant landscapes in YouTube, and it's just a bunch of stamps like everywhere, and you can change the scale and the height. And oh, wait, initialize paint mask, clear paint mask, clears all data from mask. Hmm. I know there's this way to just bake this one thing here. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. It's funny because I got, for example, all these dunes and all those mountains baked before, but it happened by mistake. Like I kind of like moved the project and just lost the blueprints inside this folder, and it was no longer. I was not able to edit that. Yeah, that's the whole issue. Um, for example, let's see if I can show you. So the whole that's the whole question that I'm trying to figure out. Because for example, like if I go to landscape, um, and let's say, okay, let's unlock all of them. For example, let's hide the first layer. It's gonna get rid of these things that I had here. Now, if we get rid of the second layer, it's gonna get rid of the things that I sculpted. Okay, that's little laggy. Okay, yep, it got rid of that thing. And if I get this first layer I think it's my material layer. I think I have no sculpting on the original. Yeah, it's just the material. Yeah, there's no material anymore. Uh-huh. So the layer that got baked is the first one. And if I don't sculpt on this one, things get overridden by the second one. That means that I need to sculpt on this one, I guess. Yeah, I think if I sculpt on this one, I think, yeah, I think I was messing up because my I think yeah, I got this on that layer, and whenever I move the layer on top, I was overriding this one here. It's kind of confusing, to be honest. Just because I have this one extra layer baked. For example, here I want to flatten down the terrain so we don't have these floating buildings there. So let's say I want to flatten somewhere around here. Yeah, I'm not gonna try doing too much because I know it's gonna get messy. I already tried this today and I was just losing a lot of progress, just redoing stuff over and over. Okay, is it going to stay there? The thing is that I think it stays there until you go back to Errand Landscapes. And if I push any of these things a little bit, it messes up the thing. Let's see if I'm correct, or maybe I was... Yeah, for example, this layer here. If I move it a little, does it really mess what I had before? Yep, you see? All the thing that I did before, it's gone. It overrides what I had. So, yeah. That's exactly what happened to me before. I was flattening all those very nicely, and I just made a little movement, and bam, all my progress got overridden by this. So yeah, I need to figure out how to bake those so we don't have these blueprints anymore, and it's just baked in the terrain forever. Like my other layer that got baked, I don't know how. And once I bake it, it just doesn't move anymore, and I can go with the, you know, the common kind of like landscape tools and just get all those little details that I want. And I can actually make this traversable and like actually go in there and get the cool things. And then if I need more detail, I drop another brush, bake it, and just keep on going. Kind of want to figure out that workflow, because if not, I won't be able to get the super nice thing that I had going on here. Um, mhm. Yep. Mm. Yes, they blend together. These landscape stamps, you can make them blend. Mm. Um, mm. Oh, there's the Aaron Lansky Bridge. That's the thing that might. I think that's what makes things editable. I think that's what I lost. This is the thing that I lost. So I lost the. So it became no. Was no like just got baked after this. Update actor label. Mm, yeah. Well, I think I'm going to research this a little bit and see, cause uh, yeah, yeah. I think that's probably the best step to move forward. Hmm. Maybe another solution is the mask. If I mask out, I can like flatten down some areas. Because to be honest, I just need to flatten down some stuff. Then I can sculpt some areas that I don't need. And if I don't touch this again, it won't overwrite what I did before. But I kind of need to, yeah, just understand how this works because, yeah, it's gonna be very annoying to sculpt some stuff and then lose my progress. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We're just learning. We're just learning how to deal with this. Um, it's a great tool, and I know it's gonna give me the visual, the results I need. I just need to really learn how to deal with it. Hmm. Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to make this look super nice. And I got a super cool PCG graph with some very cool vegetation, so it's gonna look very nice. Pancake rocks, some sulfur pools and stuff. Yeah, for example, that looks very bad. That makes no sense at all. No sense. That looks way better. These dunes are way off scaled. Kind of makes the landscape look more alien-like. But I believe that for a planet to have dunes like this, there needs to be like very heavy winds, like extremely heavy winds, for this to be possible. Oh, okay. Wow, we got some rain. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Yeah, probably go get some coffee, and just try to figure this out. Cause, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think my trial ends in 1 week, and I really want to make sure that just want to make sure if I'm going to stick to this tool or find another one. There's this other one called Massive Worlds that some friends recommended to me, but I have a feeling that Aaron Landscapes is the one that I need. Yeah. Yeah, I can really make this place look super interesting if I really learn that tool. Yeah, I mean this tool I can really make it, and very efficiently, like without the need of so many assets. Since it's a and also the landscape is nanite, so it just really works very nice. All right, that's gonna be it for now. Let's see, maybe I will continue in a little bit. Just wanna go and research that to see if I can figure out what's the best solution. All right, see you later. Have a great